the Spirit Wars presents The Slightly News with J.L. Rose. Hi y'all. You'll probably remember me as Alexis Hones, but I changed my name because I was watching Mr. Alex Jones' show the other day, That Man's Man, and he didn't even get Mr. Lavoy Finnegan's name right. He said his name was Mr. Lavoy. Now when I heard that, I thought, you know what, I need to change my name. So now my name is J.L. Rose, and I hope you like that name. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit today about how we have no men left in this country. We have a few, just a very tiny few, but certainly not enough to make our lives better. We got a lot of cowards out there who call themselves men. They like to watch little round rear-ended other men chasing a little pigskin down a field that's got lines on it. And they like to watch these other men who they like to tap on the rear end, which I think there's something a little wrong with that. But anyway, they like to watch them throw little round balls in a hoop. And I don't get that either, because the real battle, my friend, is out there in the world, because America's going to hell in a handbasket. And it's disgusting. And we all need to do something about it. But you know what? Them men ain't doing nothing. That's what's bothering me so bad. I guess they're waiting for the women to rise up and start to fight against this thing. They're murdering our babies left and right in the womb. And it's just so disgusting. And they ain't doing nothing about it. And they need to start. Because that's our children right there being murdered every day in this country. And I don't hear and see nobody doing nothing about it no more. And I'm just tired of it. And I've been looking for some men to rise up, and they all seem to be waiting for somebody else to rise up. And I tell you what's going to happen. The men are going to sit back and do their stupid little stuff all day long, and it's going to be the women who have to actually do something about the way this world is a-going. Now, I just can't name all the stuff that's happening in these few little minutes that I've got with y'all. But you know, I'm telling you right now, if something don't change, we all is not going to be around no more as a country. They're coming, they're taking our guns away. You know that Mr. Antonin Scalia, I don't think he died of a heart attack. I don't know about you, but you know, if they're willing to shoot a man in the face, a good, godly, Christian man of God, family man, standing up for what's right against the BLM who's taking federal land back away from the ranchers and the farmers, if they're going to shoot him in the face right in front of all of us, and we just going to stand back and just watch it happen and do nothing about it, then what's to say they ain't going to do the same thing? Excuse me, do I hear a man? I heard whining. I thought I heard a man. That might be a man. I don't know. It's hard to tell the difference nowadays. Yeah, that I hear something, and I think that must be what some people think is a man. Because I tell you what, I don't see anymore with strength and character and ideas and a sense of protection of the innocent. I don't see him nowhere, and I've been looking. That's another story. But I've been looking for him for a long time, but that is another story. But anyway, I'm just wondering, have y'all seen one? I see a few here and there. Mr. Lavoy Finnegan was one. Mr. Cliven Bundy's another. And sometimes Alex Jones, well, most of the time he's good. He's real good most of the time. He just messed up that one time, which really ticked me off, and that's why I changed my name. But that's, again, beside the point. And I'll tell you that Mr. David Knight, I would vote for him for president in a heartbeat. My goodness, he's a smart dude. And you know what? He's got guts. He stands up and tells it like it is. He's the one that reported that their gun was stolen, that they found on Mr. Finnegan, because that gun, he wouldn't have been, anyway, I didn't want to get off on that one. But you know what? Mr. Lavoy Finnegan, he is an American hero. Yes, he is. And I wish we had a million like him. If we get 1,000,000 like him, and 1,000,000 like Alex Jones, and 1,000,000 like David Knight, for goodness sake, we could take this country back for the Lord himself. And that's another thing too, we ain't supposed to be cowards. The Bible says that if the salt loses its saltiness, that it ain't no good except to be trampled under the feet of men. And what do you think's happened to the Christian population in this country? We all being trampled under the feet of men because we done lost our saltiness. And that's a bad thing. And I'm waiting for people to get sick and tired of all this insanity and start to rise up and do something about it. Now, we all gonna take our lives in our hands. I mean, I might end up dead next week because I'm standing here talking to y'all. I might end up with a brake line cut, might run over off the mountaintop. You never know. I might get shot in the face like Mr. Lavoy Finicum. But you know what? I'd consider it an honor, and I'd be in the arms of Jesus right away. So you know what? I don't care. If they want to do that to all of us, well, I don't know. I might be alone. But do you want to do something about what's happening to this country? Are you sick and tired of these mentally ill people taking over the world when they're only like 2% of the population? And now all these men get to go into the bathroom with our little girls. Now you think that's right? Where's the men in that? You know what? And like I said before, they're murdering our babies left and right. It's pure evil's what it is. I tell you what, we do not war against flesh and blood. We war against the principalities and the darkness of this world, and it's Satan. He is your enemy, and I'm telling you, this ain't no game. America's ready to fall, and it's because we've thrown God out of our culture, and that's a fact. And if you don't believe that, then you're stupid. That's all there is to it. You're just stupid. A fool says in his own heart that there ain't no God. There is a God, for God's sake. Look outside and look at the stuff that he created, for goodness sake. Look at just anything you want to look at. Look at a human eyeball. Look at a tree. Look at the clouds in the sky. Look at the way the earth just hangs in space. I mean, my goodness, you have to be a flaming lunatic to think there ain't no God. And you know what? That's the problem. America now has a statue of Satan with little children sitting on his lap. Look it up, honey. I'm telling you, you've heard of these chimeras, or however you say it, Chimera. Heard of that? Look it up. Watch Alex Jones. Look at Breitbart. Look at WorldNet Daily. Look at the Drudge Report. Come on, people. Stop watching them boob tube idiots who give you a line of crap every day and are dumbing you down to a worm's level. Come on now. Get up, rise up, let's fight this thing, because I'll tell you what, you wait till tomorrow, it's going to be too late. Now, I'm just doing a silly little video, trying to get y'all's attention, trying to do whatever I can think of to make you wake up and do something. Are you going to do it? Excuse me, Lord. Put your little head back in the sand and don't say a word about nothing and just go on your way, because I guarantee you, they shot Mr. Finnegan in the face the other day. They're going to shoot you in the face tomorrow. Or your children, or your grandma. If you want to be dragged off into a FEMA camp because you're a little stinking coward who ain't got the guts to do nothing about the world that he lives in, then you know what? Shame on you. Shame for shame for shame. It's terrible. I just can't stand to think about it. So anyway, I just want to leave you with all those thoughts. And I hope your day goes well. But I have to say, too, that if you ain't willing to get your rear end in gear and do something about all the stuff that's going on in this country, then you're worthless. Y'all worthless. You're stinking worthless. You're pathetically worthless. You're even more worthless than a stomach fluke. Because you know what? At least they got a purpose. They got a job to do. You don't got nothing to do because you're an idiot. So either get up and do something about it, or accept the horror that's coming to this country now. So anyway, have a nice day. It was sure fun being with you. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining us for today's Slightly News with J.L. Rose.